What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to U2. Yes, indeed. U2 fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity-bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Steve Smith, and this is actually one of Steve Smith's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Steve. Hope you enjoy the show. Steve wanted to see me react to this. It is U2 with a tune called New York.
There it is, the apple. The city's so nice they named it twice. Check it out one time, won't you?
Now, have I heard this song before? I don't think U2 is going to be covering New York. Actually, that's actually New York, isn't it? It's twice. So this is probably not the same song. So I'm willing to bet that I have not heard this song before. Now, having said that, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh man, you gotta be kidding me, this is that song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Dolan C1234, and the video has 90,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. U2, New York, Boston, 2001 live. Playing a song titled New York in the city of Boston. I don't know how that's gonna go. I guess we'll find out. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Choices. In New York, I found a friend to drown out the other voices. Voices on the cell phone, voices from home, voices of the hard cell, voices down a stairwell in New York. Just got a place in New York. In New York, summers get hot. Well into the hundreds. You can walk around the block without a change of clothing. Hot is a hairdryer in your face. Hot is a handbag and a can of mace. New York, just got a place. New York, New York, New York, New York. Forget how to sit still. down to Alphaville.
Okay.
New York. Acting like they own the place. They got the airport, city hall, concrete, asphalt. They even got the police. Irish Italians, Jews and Hispanics, religious nuts, political fanatics in the stew. Living happily, not like me and you. That's where I lost you, New York. New York, New York, New York, New York, New York.
Video definitely should come with some sort of a warning with all those strobes. Oh man. Okay. Is it the best song I've ever heard from U2? No. I wouldn't put this in top 10. If I'm being honest, I don't even know if I put it up in top 20. I hate to say it, but by U2's own standards, it kind of sounds generic. I mean, there's a bunch of songs that sound like this, have a very similar direction, have a very similar groove, have a very similar chordal progression, have a very similar guitar tone, have a very similar bass pattern within what Adam's playing. I wish I could sit here and say that this song stands out, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Now, having said that, is it a bad song? No, I never said it was a bad song. I just said I don't see this ever going in a top 20 list. I don't see how, because there's a bunch of other U2 songs that sound exactly like this. So, but it sounds good. It is pleasing to the ear. It makes sense. From a songwriting standpoint, everything makes sense. Everything lines up. Everything's flowing well. Nothing sticks out like a sore thumb. So I don't have any complaints about the song. I'm just saying that if you want me to say the song is amazing, I can't say it. I can't say it with a straight face. I'm sorry. It does sound a little generic, if I'm being honest. Was this, I'm just curious, when was this? I know this is from a 2001 concert. I understand that. When was this song actually written? When was this song actually written? This sounds 90s to me. This sounds very 90s U2. It doesn't sound 80s at all. Not even close. Not even remotely close. So I'm guessing 90s. I'm just curious as to know when. I'm thinking late 90s. Somewhere between 96 to 99. Somewhere in there. I'll bet is when this song was written. So U2 fans, let me know if I'm right about that, because I'm actually kind of curious. If I'm wrong, I want to see how far off I am. Let's keep going here. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
In New York, I lost it all to you and your vices. Still, I'm staying on to figure out my midwife crisis. Hidden iceberg in my life. Yeah, I'm still afloat. You lose your balance, lose your wife. In the queue for a lifeboat, gotta put the women and children first. But you've got an unquenchable thirst for New York. New York, New York.
Okay. That was the one thing I was looking for.
New York, New York. New York. In the stillness of the evening, when the sun is at its state, I thought I heard you whispering, "Sweet child."
Yeah. I mean, it was all right. It's you know what? No, I'm just gonna save it all for the review. I'm gonna save it all for there. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was U2 with New York. This was a request from Steve Smith, and this was actually one of Steve Smith's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Steve. Hope you enjoyed the show. No, let's get to the score first. Let's get to the score, and then I'll say everything I want to say. So, starting off with that score, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.2. Yep, 7.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.2. What does that mean? Well, a 7.2 would translate to a really good skill rating because overall, I think this was an overall really good presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B letter grade. Yeah, a B. B as in boy. So there you go, a 7.2, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. If I'm being honest, I would give the song about a 6.8, 6.9. They didn't do anything wrong. I love it when I give 6s and people lose their minds. Oh, that's a terrible score. No, terrible scores are down in the 2s. That's a terrible score. 2s and 1s. That's when you get into the terrible range. No, a 6 is, there's absolutely nothing wrong with getting a 6. It's a pretty good score. Okay, it's a pretty good song. Like, listen, there's nothing about the song that really stands out from a musicianship standpoint anyway, or from a songwriting standpoint even. The chord progression, very simple, very easy to follow, okay? And by U2's own standards, I've heard far more impressive songwriting than this. This was pretty basic stuff, for even by U2 standards. I've heard other songs from U2 that sound similar to this. They sound like this, but there's more going on in those songs than there is going on in this song. This song's very stripped down. I think part of it is the usage of the drum, the drum. I don't know if that was a drum machine or if that was just a backing track with some, like pad work done. I'm not 100% sure. But for like the first minute of the song, Larry didn't play a thing. It was all track. And I'm really curious as to why. I'm sure there's a reason, because he came in, like seriously, a minute in, he came right in with the machine, hitting the, playing on the tambourine, and then he kicked in full on his drum kit. So there must be a reason for that. Maybe they were using that to give him a quick minute to go get something to drink, or towel off, or get a quick arm rub down before he had to go back and play again. I mean, there's a number of reasons for this. I mean, it could even be something as simple as going for effect. I mean, it could be that simple. Okay, that's fine. But again, if you're going to ask me if that's impressive, I'm going to say, no, not really. You pushed play. Congratulations. You pushed a button. I'm just not going to sit here and jump up and down for joy and go, oh, this is the most amazing song I've ever heard in my life. No, it's not. The musicianship even was pretty simple by U2's own standards. I mean, this was a very simple song across the board. Musicianship-wise, songwriting-wise, arranging-wise, even vocally. I gotta say, this was not Bono's best work vocally. I will say it was different at the beginning, hearing him singing in the lower register. That was a little different. But would I say impressive? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say great. And I honestly even wouldn't say really good. But I would definitely say pretty good, without question. I would not see this song in anybody's. I mean, I know everyone's going to have differences of opinion, and I'm sure there are people who actually can say with 100% certainty that this is their favorite song. Okay, more power to them. I'm sure they have their reasons for having this song be their favorite, but I mean, I would not put this in a top 10. I'm honestly, I don't even think I would put this in a top 20. Top 30 maybe, but top 20? No, absolutely not. I would give the song, honestly, like I said, about a 6.8, 6.9, somewhere in there. Leaning more toward that 6.8. But I'm giving this a 7.2. How in the world did that happen? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say, so say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. And in this case, it helped. It absolutely helped out. Let's go on the checklist. Let's go. I think the checklist will say it all. Stage presence. Yeah, check. They've always got good stage presence. I'm not too worried about that. Stage energy. I'm not going to lie. I was a little worried. at the beginning, but, about the halfway point, my fears were put to rest. Yes, stage energy was definitely there. There was definitely movement and motion happening on that stage. Stage interaction. Yeah, not really, no. I really didn't see any. I mean, unless there was something happening that I didn't see. I mean, I was watching pretty carefully, though. I didn't see any stage interaction that I found that I could actually notice. And I can't quote any one particular time or spot where I saw any. So I'm going to say that one does not get a check. Now, crowd interaction. Okay. Again, I was getting nervous on this one because this is the most important one to me. For about the first 4.5 minutes of the video, I didn't see any, which is funny because Bono was walking around. He was walking around on that rampway and on that walkway, and I'm sitting there going, how easy would it be to just take a couple seconds and interact with the crowd? Didn't see any. He's one of the only guys I know of that could possibly do that and just walk around a walkway, that literally goes right through the crowd and not interact with the crowd. Luckily, he got to that one spot, and there was that one apex point in the song, and he literally lunged down on one knee into the crowd and interacted with the crowd. Okay, I can give it a check for that. I can. It is a check. I wish there had been more. There were plenty of opportunities, but at least we got that one section that went on for about 15, 20 seconds. So I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. And then showmanship. Yeah, I'll say there was showmanship, especially right there. But even while he was moving around the walkway, he was doing some antics on that walkway that, you know, added to the overall presentation. So I'll give showmanship the check. Production, I'm going to give it the check. Now, here's the thing. I know we're in black and white, and it's hard to see the lighting, but the lighting that I did see was very effectively done with the usage of those 3 backdrops that were pointed with spotlights, floodlights at the bottom pointing up to create silhouettes. And it wasn't done predictably. Edge's silhouette was over on stage right, which I guess kind of makes sense, but Adam's silhouette was right over Larry. I'm like, how did they get that angle? And then Bono's was over on stage left, and I'm like, that's interesting. I thought for sure Bono's would be center, and you know, and Adam's would be on the left, but on stage left. But they somehow got them to crisscross. That's kind of cool. That was kind of cool, and it was unexpected, and it was very effective. They did a great job with that lighting and silhouetting creation. So, yeah, that's definitely production, along with, of course, the stage design as well. So, yeah, that absolutely gets the check. And this is how we're coming up, like I said, from that 6.8 range. I'm really leaning more toward that 6.8, maybe 6.9, but I'm really leaning more toward the 6.8 for the song. But this is how we came up from that 6.8, 6.9 range up to a 7.2 is the live performance. It absolutely helped in this situation. So 7.2, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.2, which is a really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.